guys, it's Abby here, and I am here at my in law's place. And I just wanted to quickly share about taking short term disability because it is a question that I've been asked a lot about lately. Is how to take short term disability and how it works. And so I really wanted to share more about this, especially if it can help you and if you're struggling with going to work every single day while struggling with eczema and living with it. I hope that this can really help you. And I didn't know about short term disability the first time I had my really bad flare up at work, and I really wish I had known about it because I feel like it could have helped me a lot. And I just endured it the first time I had my flare up. I just went to work every single day. I remember crying every single day I went home because it was so painful to walk. It was so painful to move, to shower, even to get ready was the hardest thing. I had to put foundation on my face just to, because I was so scared and I just wanted to hide everything. And yeah, it still looked bad even though I tried to cover it up. And I just remember being so discouraged and being really afraid as to whether I would heal and not being sure about it. So I just hope that my experience can help you. And I did manage to heal, even though I went to work every day. Thank God, because God really helped pull me through it. But yeah, it takes a lot of courage. It's not easy. So if it's something you're going through, I just want to tell you I can relate to you. I can empathize with you. I know it's not easy. You're not alone, and you will get through this. You will get through this, and it'll be okay. You'll be okay, I promise you. And my work was gracious enough to give me unlimited work from home and sick days. I didn't take full advantage of it, but because I changed my diet so much and so many lifestyle changes, my skin just miraculously healed so quickly after a few months of going through the healing crisis. And so it is possible that you can heal. But of course, your body wants to rest. It needs to rest. And that's where short-term disability can come in if you really need it. And so what is it? What's short-term disability leave or short-term leave from work? And where I'm from in Canada, it is an option with my employer. And basically, it's when you can take short-term leave. For some people, there's actually long-term leave as well. But it's basically short-term leave where your doctor writes you a note and then they recommend a certain amount of time for you to take leave off if they feel that you need it in order to heal and recuperate. And you submit this the letter to your to your employer, who then forwards it to their insurance company. It might be a bit different where you're from, once again, but for me that's how it worked. And then your insurance company has a case manager who manages your case, and then they basically decide whether you get to take paid leave off work. And so what happened for me is that I got my doctor's note. Unfortunately, it was very vague because my doctor didn't have much experience writing letters to the health insurance company. So I would encourage you to find a doctor who has experience and who can write a good note, a great note, because that would make the world of a difference. Because the first time I actually got denied. I think, I can't remember, I think it was like 2 or 3 times because my doctor didn't write a detailed enough note to help me win my case, because your case manager and your insurance company, they don't want to pay you out. They basically want to pay as little people as possible because they would be using more of their money up. So they it is tough to try and win your case and to let them see your side as to why you deserve to get paid on leave. And so it's really, really important that you build a strong case. In a way, it kind of feels like, you're your own lawyer trying to help yourself win your case so that you can take paid leave. But that's how I felt. And basically, how it worked was that I was trying to find out how it would work. So I looked up in my employee handbook as to the policy, and then I asked my employer how the whole thing worked, and she submitted my application form. She didn't actually understand fully how it worked. But the next day I went into work and she said that I had to leave because I legally wasn't allowed to be there because I submitted my short-term leave. So that means that I wasn't capable of working. So that's why I couldn't be there until my case was either until my case was either closed or until I won paid leave for the certain amount of time that I wanted to take off for. And so the good thing about short-term leave is that your employer actually isn't able to ask you why you need to take leave. At least that's how it worked where I am. My HR person and my boss actually, they're not allowed to ask why I want to take leave and what I need it for. And so my HR person was really nice too. She was like, are you okay? I heard you want to take leave. How's it going? And then she was like, oh no, wait, you know what? You don't have to tell me anything, but I hope that you're okay. And so that was very kind of her. And basically all your information and your application gets forwarded to your case manager, and then if they feel that they need more information, they'll call you. And so they ended up calling me, and I was kind of thrown off by some of the questions because they asked me things like, am I able to walk? Can I do groceries? Can I drive? What do I do in my spare time if I'm not working? And depending on that, she will build her case. And they felt like I was well enough to work because she couldn't understand why skin rashes and skin wounds, make you unable to work. And I also asked her if I should submit photos, and she said, no, you don't need to. But I would strongly encourage you to because it'll help you build your case. The first 2 or 3 times, my doctor's note was really vague. I didn't have photos or anything. So I learned my lesson, and I think you're allowed 3 times to appeal. And so on the 3rd time, I basically sent in photos. I got my doctor to write a more detailed note. I actually wrote it for her, and I said, if you want, just edit what you want, and then feel free to leave out what you don't feel is necessary. And she did that, and it really helped so much. And then I got a dermatologist note as well, which I'd never had before, and that made a lot of difference as well, just getting an extra recommendation. And then I personally also wrote like a 4 or 5 page note explaining why I felt like I really needed the leave. Especially they don't always understand, so it's really helpful if you write a letter, which you're allowed to do in each appeal, so that would help you build your case. And so I did that, and the 3rd time I actually won. So I was so happy. And between each appeal, you actually get, I think, a few weeks, 2 to 4 weeks maybe. It might be different where you are depending on your insurance policy, but I think I had at least a month in between each one, so I was able to do that. And if they feel that, if they do end up denying you, what you can do is your employer will either let you take unpaid leave or you can take vacation pay. And so I took unpaid leave for, I think, 2 or 3 months until my appeal actually went through and I won, and then they ended up paying me. So it is kind of a risk in a way because you don't know if you're gonna win and you don't know if you'll fully get paid. But I think for a lot of us, health and rest really comes first. So that is more important in some ways. So yeah, I just wanted to share my experience with you and to share that rest is so important in your healing, especially a lot of people flare up because of stress. So if you're able to rest, that would really help you heal as well. And yeah, just remember that the insurance company can be hard on you, especially given given that not a lot of people understand how eczema works. So I encourage you just to look it up in your employee policy guidelines, and also just look it up in your country as well and see the policy, and see Google forums as well, and reviews on your insurance company and what people say, and how they can help win your case, and hopefully you can, and good luck. It's possible. And I think the 2 months that I was off was one of the best times just because I could heal and recuperate. So wish you all the best, and feel free to leave a comment below if you have any more questions, and thank you so much for listening.